What is good, people? Is the Ramsky back? More HTML tutorial here, and in this video we're going to talk about the difference between the div tag and the span tag. Alright, so first off, we're going to look at the div tag. Div stands for division. It's mostly what we're going to be using when we get into CSS, Cascade, and style sheets. We're going to be using divs to style or actually I should say separate our our website into basic forms like header, section, menu, footer, stuff like that. And that's what divs are going to be used for. Divs are basically they're a block level element. So when you do something like this, if you have a div like this and a div like this right next to each other, they'll be blocked. So what I mean by that is, the best way is to show you is it's going to look like that. One is on the first line, and then it's almost like it presses the enter key onto the second line. And most of the time you actually don't want to do this. You don't want to have just text out there in a div tag. You may want to wrap it in a paragraph tag or something. But paragraph tags are known block level elements, so I wanted to just let that text fly. So just a no-no. Don't let text just fly out there in HTML. Make sure it's wrapped in some kind of tag. I know that it's wrapped in a div tag, but so much could go into a div tag, like headings, paragraphs, stuff like that. So, just so you know, do not let text hang out there. Alright. The next thing is that, divs are, like I've been talking about, they're a container for other HTML elements, which is actually, those are the two big differences between divs and spans, which I'll talk about here next. So, let's let you take a look at that again. Right under the section of divs here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. There you go. I didn't put a lot of text because I wanted to keep it simple. I wasn't going to put a whole bunch of tags in there for you guys, but this is just to restate that div tags are block tags. So I am going to comment this out. As you know, comment is the less than sign, exclamation point, and then two dashes, I think those are hashes. It's supposed to say hashes. And then whatever you want to, comment out, we do this. And now I'm going to uncomment this out. So we can just take a look at the span element. Span is not a block level element unless you say it is in CSS, which, you know what, you should just disregard what I said just there. Span is an inline element, which means that these two tags, which have span around them, will actually end up on the same line. And I'll actually show you guys that here. Let me refresh the page. And you notice that they are, in fact, on the same line, which indicates that they're inline elements. So, this is the text from span 1, this is the text in span 2. They are inline. Okay, so span is a container for text. So a good example of this would be if you wanted to, instead of using the label tag like this, which I'm pretty sure is a new HTML5 element, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, people of YouTube, but instead of using the label tag, you could just use the span and format it with CSS, which we haven't gotten there yet, I know, but we will. But that is what I really wanted to cover, is just mention those tags briefly. They are out there and they are very helpful, especially when you are trying to organize your web page or your website. You want to use divs and spans. I just recently started using spans because you could do a lot more CSS with them, and if you wanted to format just some text, like heck, if I wanted to move the span from there to this text right here, I could do that if I wanted to, and just format this set of text instead of this. But that will be more clear when we get some hands-on with CSS. Just know about the div tag and the span tag. Very helpful. They're awesome. And just also know just main points: divs, block level elements, and they are a container for other HTML elements. And the main use for divs is formatting the look of your web page, and organizing it into those basic sections like header, footer section, stuff like that. And span is an inline element. It is used as a container for text mainly, and an example of this would be a replacement for the label tag, which we have used in the forums video. If you want to go check that out, it's under my HTML tutorial playlist. So that is it for this video, and yeah, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching the HTML tutorial. If you have followed up this far, we'll see you guys in the next one. Later!